everyone. How are you doing today? Hope you're all doing wonderful, wonderful, fantastic like me. uh, take whatever resonates with you. Uh, since I'm going to channel a piece of my mind, so it might not resonate with everyone out there. It is okay. Just take everything easy. Remember our tagline: always be happy, joyful, and gratitude. Never complain. Even there is uh, still uncertain time here. Everyone is still living in fear and unknown. Today I'm going to discuss a topic about living life to the full and longevity. To the full means happy, like the Hunza people. The Hunza Valley in Pakistan is home to a community of people said to survive longer life on the planet Earth, together with Okinawas of Japan and Abkhazian of Russia. So, what are their heart secrets to longevity? Can you answer me? If you can, I will provide you a free ticket to uh, Europe or touring around the world. Plus the voucher as a bonus. High in the mountains of northern Pakistan lies the Hunza Valley, a beautiful and ancient strip of land occupied by the Hunza Kuts or Hunza people that is described as heaven on earth. Can you imagine that? The Hunza have lived in the era since the times of Alexander the Great, and their feats of physical endurance have made them famous warriors and assassins, not character assassination like nowadays people are doing that. Trying to smear other image, or maybe the current trending topic nowadays about the assassination, the murder, love triangle, etc., etc. Try to avoid that. It won't give you peace of mind. The Hunza Valley's natural beauty and the long lifespan of its inhabitants have led to rumors that it is the site of long-lost kingdom of Shangri-La. Not Shangri-La Hotel. Maybe it derives from the Shangri-La kingdom. But why the Hunza lifespan so long? The reasons below might shed some light on the mystery. The secluded Hunza people have an average life expectancy of 100 years old and exceeding 120 years in some cases are likely exaggerated. Yet they still live an average life of over 90 years. Meanwhile, the average life expectancy of the woods is only around 60 to 70 years. While nowadays, after COVID-19, life expectancy has reduced and declined to uncertainty. Even baby boomers can die. Right or not? Agree or disagree? If you disagree, I will send you to the zoo. So you can learn about how to survive in this COVID time. You know, the modern day people's lifespan has been reduced due to the poisonous consumption and the poisonous air, atmosphere, and weather manipulation by the evil people. So your lifespan has been reduce daily. That is why I listen to my motivation, so you can extend your lifespan. Compared to the world's lifespan, about 70 years, which is lower despite our obsession with youthful appearance and long lifespan. So people go for plastic surgery. They just change their package while their internal organ remain poisonous with the injection before they go under the knife. This is a big life repellent. You cannot extend your telomeres, but you can only camouflage your package. That is nothing to do with your soul. Since your soul is the one that drives your life, not your body or your temporary temple only. Although some aspects of Hunza life are result of economic necessity, the Hunza, who have a high literary rate and promote gender equality, may have something to teach us. Health Fitness Revolution conducted throughout research to determine why the Hunza's idiosyncratic lifestyle has led them to live longer, healthier life. It is a fact that their isolation and quality of life have some interesting characteristics that would certainly make one healthier and happier. The Hunza are said to be able to bear children later than usual normality average age, never getting sick and being impervious to cancer. So they are healthier and cannot get cancer. While there may be validity to some of these claims, other people might think this is just a delusion, while this is the real fact. No kidding. It is stated that Hunza women can conceive between the age of 60 to 90, a claim most women would find incredibly hard to believe. Another common belief is that the Hunza are all descendants of Alexander the Great, who left men too weak to continue on treks through the mountains during the Greek conquest in the 4th century before Christ. Whatever claim made, we need to learn the positive side from the Hunzas. While there are many centenarians compared to us living outside the place. Here are 10 tips that we can learn from the Hunza people. First of all is the peaceful of mind. So if you have a negative tendency, you cannot live to longevity. It is a no way. Since your negative trait will trigger you to get more disease and illness. Remember the saying, mens sano in corpore sano. Meditative breathing and relaxation. Meditation and stress-free management are common parts of the Hunza's lives. They regularly take the time to meditate and breathe, living in the present, thinking very little of the past or future, unlike you, always living in rush hour, 9 to 5, or sometimes switch it to 5 to 9. For people who are working hard, they can switch their sleeping hour. It is, of course, not good for their health. Raise your hand. Who is not working in rush hour? You are a hypocrite. I know everyone living in this modern life are always rushing in and out, even in relationship. They are desperately jumping in and out. It is the influence of the modern lifestyle. Rushing in, rushing out, jumping in, jumping out, touch and go, stop and go. That makes people become impatient, and it impacts on their health problem also. They are known to be cheerful and laid-back type of people. So stress-free is the number one list of healthy and happy living. Believe me. So your mind is the biggest enemy. Remember that. You have to calm the storm of your mind. You have to control your emotional quotient instead of having intellectual quotient only. So if there is a Miss Universe contest, the terms and condition is beauty, brain, and behavior. So not just beauty. And then plastic surgery beauty is a big no way, since it will bring disaster than harmony and peace. Physical activity. Average 50 kilometers, walking miles a day, and going on long hikes in rough mountainous terrain on a daily basis. The best activity is walking, brisk jogging, also like yoga. That is called moving with attention, not like the modern exercise, the new age stuff of exercises, using heavy lifting, high impact that put more strain on your muscle and then your nerve system. It will bring chaotic in your nerve system. Also, high impact like running on treadmill. It is a big health repellent. I tell you the secret. So do not go with the new ages style of exercises. Remember the Illuminati program. Whatever they tell you, good is evil, while evil is good. So use your intuition. Do not just go believing whatever the mainstream are doing. I am the one against the mainstream. I prefer the old school. Also the old belief that I like walking in the morning, not doing the high impact. Also, I prefer yoga, even though there are beliefs that yoga is an evil exercise. It is a big lie. Yoga is the best, since while doing yoga, you are practicing moving your body with attention, like the Tai Chi practice is the best, since you are moving your body and then following the flow of the energy, northern, and then according to the direction of the wind. So if they tell you that slow moving is useless, that is the best solution. So choose the other alternative. Do not go with the mainstream or the mass. Believe me, do the opposite, and then be mindful. Use your discernment to learn why they said it is good. Is it right or it is just a lie? Maybe they are selling the equipment. The treadmill is costly, so I cannot afford it. Therefore, I choose yoga, doing it without any equipment. It is cheap, but it is very exponentially beneficial. Independent doctors and practitioners stated that high impact exercise, so do not go with the mainstream doctors. High impact exercise has long and bad lasting side effect on your muscle, and it will exhaust your lubrication consumption since you put heavy strainers on your muscle and high use of lubricant. Imagine if you use your knee on regular basis on treadmill, how much lubricant been wasted, sorry. That is why marathon runner or boxer end up with severe heart nerve issues such as Parkinson, arthritis, tremor, osteoporosis, and etc. Paralyzed at the end. Nerve system damage due to overuse of the nerve system. Walking mindfulness is the best exercise, trust me. So believe in the opposite of the mainstream. The Buddhists, they are practicing walking mindfulness. Why? Because while you are working, you are concentrating on the beauty of the nature and your creator or your God. So while walking, you enjoy the beauty creation of the God. So you sending gratitude while walking, not just walking aimlessly without any gratitude. Therefore you stumble and then fall down and then get broken bone. Since you are in a rush mode. High stress, tremor. Walking mindfulness is the best choice for me. That is why I practice yoga long time ago. Until now, I still do it on regular basis, once a week at least. Breathing while stretching. And then practice balancing my breath inside and inhale and exhale while stretching my body slowly. You know, while doing that, you strengthen your bones since you are practicing your muscle. Your muscle will protect your bones. If you are doing the high impact, you are giving corrosion on your bones. You ask the the mainstream doctor, they will say that this is a crazy idea, while actually this is the right one. one more benefit of walking, especially in the morning when the sun rises, it could help you to get rid of regular flu or sore throat. The clue is burning calories, but getting more energy supply from the sunshine. You know, the best sunshine is when it starts rise. So do not believe the mainstream doctor that 11 o'clock is the best. No way. I like the early morning when the sun just rises. That is the best time for me to exercise. Diet, high good fat, a bit fish on some occasion, dry fruits, fresh apricots and apricot seed, cherries, grapes, plums, peaches, mulberries, and vegetables are cultivated by the Hunza and consumed by them. So they never trade like in our big cities where import fruit and vegetables from other country, while it takes preservatives and additives to preserve the vegetables and fruit. It is already poisonous when arrive 1 month later to your country and you eat the rotten yet poisonous fruit. So put more burden on your system, on your gut, and then later on you will get cancer. And then they tell you that the cancer just arrived from hereditary. It is a big nonsense. It is a big lie. Cancer is due to bad eating habit too, bad lifestyle. They also eat a lot of grain such as wheat, barley, and millet. And chapati is their whole meal, self-made of plain bread, not processed in the factory with lots of additive and preservatives like those consumed by you. With branded from Europe or from USA. They have franchise here. It is misleading. Do not eat food like that. Everything has been concealed, has hidden motives. So you consume everything that is not right for you. The Hunza eat local grown fruit and food. Therefore, you have to imitate them. Be aware that only local grown is good for your and appropriate for your body. According to Dr. Sebi, the food for polar bear in Eskimo is not suitable for tiger or lion in Africa. Agree or disagree? If you disagree, you better jump down to the river so you learn to swim there to be smart and discerning. I agree 1000% with Dr. Seppi. Since you have to eat all the local grown, not the imported ones. It is not suitable for you. They said yogurt is good, but for me it is not. Since everything that is fabricated is not suitable for us. Remember, in Genesis, the book, the holy book, God said that eat everything that is from the earth, so not fabricated. We are allowed to eat plain bread and honey. Not honeymoon, but pure honey is good since it is from the bees and it is just original, unlike those fabricated in the factory. It is not available and not suitable, sorry, for human. And next, heavily mineralized glacier water. So the Hunza drink abundance of water that has a high mineral content. Situated in a remote, pristine area of northern Pakistan where locals grow their own food and utilize fresh glacier water for drinking and bathing. Cut off from any nearby cities or commercial hubs. The Hunza do not consume any processed foods and genetically modified food. They only eat diet rich in vegetables and no alcoholic consumption. Unlike you, they said that alcohol is good, beer is good, that you being manipulated and misled by the commercial gimmick, and then you take all the alcohol and beers which will make you grow obesity, your big belly. According to Dr. Jason Bong, you do not have to go to the laboratory to check your blood sugar blood level. Just look at your belly. If the measure of your belly is the same with your hip, it is a sign that you already get diabetes. Either type 1 or type 2, I'm not quite sure, but just look at your belly. Means that you have to have very skinny hips, not big belly, like you are getting pregnant, 9 months pregnant, not just not just women, but men as well. Nowadays they have carry all the baby boomers. Big belly is a sign of diabetes or high sugar level in your blood. So do not have to spend money on the laboratory to check your sugar level. Just pay attention at the mirror whether you have big belly or not. If your belly is a sign of 9 or 6 months pregnant, and then be careful to go on diet that I told in the previous video about diet. Low meat consumption. The Hunza rarely eat meat, but mostly live on vegetarian style. They occasionally eat fish, but just in occasion, not frequently or daily, since it is hard for them to get any kind of meat or fish there. Calorie intake under 2000. The Hunzas consume less than 2000 calories a day and use most of that for energy burning. So they do not just consume high calorie and then sit down and then drive in the car like you and then never go upstairs. You take the lift and everything like that, elevator, everything easy for you is the best. While actually it is spoils your body. You never burn your calories, but just you put up more calories. Walking up and down the hill to toil on their garden and pick up their vegetables or fruits can be done 2 or 3 times a day. Can you imagine that? How much calorie being burned by them? It is a strenuous exercise, unlike you just sit idle. Or if you want to have exercise, you do all by the machine. Since the mainstream media are getting money, building the fitness center and then providing all the machinery and equipment so you can train your muscle. And then you do the high impact or the marathon training, their heavy lifting. It will cause high risk like split of your nerves or your your nerve, and then later on your nerve no energy run there, so you will suffer from osteoporosis. You see, no blood flowing in the area will cause lump, and the lump later on, the muscle cannot protect your bone anymore, so you suffer from osteoporosis. And then they told you that it is due to lack of vitamin D. Yes, of course, since you never get out to the sunshine. You just train in the room, doing all the exercises using the machine. Since the machine is costly, you have to spend more money. While actually, I'm doing the old school training like walking, yoga without spending any cent, since I do not have money. Fasting. They fast on regular basis and stop before they feel full, unlike you. Eating gluttony, partying, drinking, and then eating all the ice cream and then the high fat sugary food and then the processed foods. You think the Western style is better. Well, actually, you have to eat the local grown. Remember, Dr. Hiromi Semiya, a Japanese doctor, expert in cancer, colon cancer, he stated that every country and every race, their colon is designed by God different from people in the other country. So the food in certain countries is not suitable. Like the Western, their colon is longer and thicker compared to the Asian. So if you consume all the Kentucky Fried Chicken, the pasta, the pizza, and etc., it will later on bring more problem to your colon. Maybe you suffer from colon cancer. Since you like to consume the Western style food, eat the local grown, and then eat vegetables, just meat on occasion, just not frequently. It is very dangerous and risky. Like me, not eating but just dancing, moving around, getting sweat so I can burn my calories. And then the Hunsa's best secret is apricot. Apricot kernel juice consumed by the Hunsa. They like apricot since they grown apricot there. So they consume apricot kernel juice, which is high in vitamin B17. The vitamin B17 levels are 200 times higher than the average people in the world. Apricots are staple for the Hunza, who are said to go for several months a year on diet consisting purely of apricot juice. The Hunza are said to not suffer from cancer due to their consumption of vitamin B17, also known as amygdalin, found in apricot seeds and other seeds, of course. If you cannot get apricot seeds, you can replace with papaya seed or grape seed instead. So if you are eating grapes, you can take out the collect it, dry it, and then use it like tea. You can boil it and drink the water. It provides you vitamin B17. I also try to collect my grape seeds, so I want to have a supply of vitamin B17 to avoid cancer, of course. So cancer is bad style eating habit and living. So it is all your mind. The stress also the main factor in causing cancer. Negativity. That is why the list number 1 is your emotional quotient. There are certain areas in the world known as blue zones with high concentration of centenarians and longer life expectancies. Though the Hunza aren't included on the list, they share some similar characteristics with the blue zone citizens. Much like the blue zones, the Hunza live in an area high on elevation where many work physically strenuous jobs, keeping them in peak physical shape while breathing fresh and clean air. Whether the Hunza longevity is exaggerated, it is up for debate. But what is undoubtedly that they lead a healthy and happier life. Look at the background. There is an old grandma standing there. She was a neighbor in my complex. I got to know her a long time before she passed away 2 years ago. Can you guess how old is she? She was 102 years old when she died peacefully and then without any illness or secret. While working in the morning, I used to find out her secret to living longevity, and then she was so nice to share with me. Her secret number 1 is peaceful of mind. So, emotional control. You have to have positive mind and soul. Look at her. She's so beautiful. Her aura was positive and then far from the negative energy. She carries her body in such a way, in a composure that I admired her so much. That's why I used to consult her and then to find out her secret to living longer, since I'm so interested to know why she could live so long, 102, without getting sick or illness. She told me, walking in the morning to train your muscle and your bone and get morning sunshine. Unlike the mainstream doctor told you that the best sunshine is 11 o'clock, it is a no way. I believe this old lady. She said, get up in the morning before the sunrise, and then you get the early sunshine. That is the best time for exercising. I agree with her 100%. Early bird gets early worm, believe or not. Remember that saying? This is not me telling you nonsense, but I am sharing you the secret. And secret number 2, pray, believe in God. Always ask God for protection. See, trust and surrender your life to God. She told me that she always pray for God to give her and bless her with long life without pain and hurt. She doesn't want to suffer any kind of illness or disease. She said, no way. So I asked her, Grandma, share me with your secret. And then she blessed me with all her secrets. And then secret number 3, eat moderately. Eat local grown, not imported one. And then stop before full. And then have a positive attitude, not negative one. And then smile along the way. Never have an angry bird face. But you have to spread positivity and light to other beings. And then her last secret, that living in the moment, in the being, and that never take any medication. That is the key. So remember, she never took any medication like pills or any kind of pills or drugs. And I asked her, have you ever suffered from any kind of headache or stomach ache? She said, no way. Why? It is because she is so calm, so peace, free of stress. So she never suffered from any kind of illness. Illness is correlated mostly to your state of mind, to your state of emotional being. So your mental being influence your health. Remember that. That is her secret. So never stay away from the poisonous pill and drug. Cannot you see the picture in the dispensary? It is a cup with snake inside it. It symbolizes poison. Therefore, this grandma live longer and then stay young and beautiful. Look at her skin. She never has wrinkle like nowadays. People still at their 40 but go under the knife and they go for the airbags and plastic surgery since they want to change their package, while actually they are drinking their poisonous injection. They do the facelifting, the Botox, and then all the stretching using the knife. So to put more beauty, while actually beauty without brain is useless. Look at this grandma. Don't you like her? 102, still looks wrinkle free, and then looks so kind and so beautiful and fantastic. I love her. And then she has gone to heaven since she died peacefully in her sleep without any disease. She doesn't suffer any kind of disease. So she has traveled to heaven, and then far from heaven she sent her blessing to me. She want to inherit the longevity and happier life to me. Thank you, Grandma. Sending you my love and light. And then to all of you who listen to this video, this is important secret for you to take notes, so you won't spend money on medication and treatment. Look at this lady. Isn't she beautiful? Like me. Since I am her grandchildren. So cheerful and so coquettish. Am I not beautiful? Who said so? Get out. You are the type of negative evil. who never admit about other people strong point. I'm so confident. That's why without you telling me that I am pretty, I feel like I am pretty. Since prettiest emits from my soul, not my look only. The look is just my bonus B. Okay, too much talking today. I am tired and I have to prepare to do my housework. To sweat so I can sustain longer life. Sending you lots of love and light whenever you are. Bye-bye.